Galnet News Update, 22nd of August, 3310.
Federal Vice President Jerome Archer has survived an attempted assassination, with King Kumo claiming responsibility. Archer survived the audacious attack on his planetary shuttle by the simple expedient of not being aboard the shuttle when it was attacked. He was just leaving the Republican Party offices in President Hudson's home system, Nanamam, when the waiting shuttle exploded in a spectacular ball of flame. The three crew of Archer's shuttle were not so lucky. According to rescuers, no occupied escape pods were picked up following the blast. And according to Archon Delane, the self-proclaimed king of the Kumo crew, Archer's near miss was deliberate. The pirates claim they were demonstrating that they could, if they wanted, assassinate any leader of any power, even the one who runs the Proactive Detection Bureau. Delane claimed that the superpowers have become complacent about their own security while they continue to focus on the joint effort to drive back the Thargoid invasion. He suggested that with the defeat of the final Titan, all the old rivalries will resurface, with the level of power play between the major powers of the galaxy becoming fiercer than ever they were before. King Kumo drew parallels between today's attack in the Federation and the near-death experience of the Emperor in Cubio on the 2nd of August. That also involved a planetary shuttle that was attacked by unknown assailants and narrowly escaped being destroyed, but this time with the Emperor on board. It is not clear if Delane was claiming responsibility for that attack, or if he was just impressed by how well it was carried out. The attack on Achilles Aerospace in Alioth on 20th of June was also carried out by unknown operators who seemed intent on demonstrating how easily they could circumvent security. Most commentators have assumed it was the Sirius Corporation that attacked its rival in a fit of pique after its most popular product was made redundant overnight. But it's possible that this too was the work of the Kumo crew. Delane's message, which appears to be partly a public service announcement and partly a statement of intent, is that we shouldn't be assuming that everything will be nice and peaceful once the Thargoids are gone, and that he and the Kumo crew plan to shake things up. A spokesperson for the Emperor dismissed this apparent threat, describing Delane as a self-aggrandizing pirate eager for the spotlight. Federal politics remains in turmoil. President Hudson is still presidenting a year and 2 months after his term officially ended. Jerome Archer will remain the federal vice president until Liberal Party leader and president-elect Felicia Winters decides to turn up for work, at which point Isolde Rochester will become vice president and Archer will become shadow president. One can only imagine how impatient Lady Rochester must have become in the 10 months since the delayed election swept the Winters-Rochester ticket to power. Winters then decided to do charitable work rather than taking up her role as leader of the Free Galaxy, and has now only 7 years of her 8-year term left to run. As Sol Today pointed out in March last year, Winters' grip on political reality has been weakened by years of ineffectual hand-wringing, and it doesn't look like she's likely to become any more effectual anytime soon.
Elsewhere in the galaxy, the latest Buckyball Racing Club event is set in the Burrian Protectorate system of Zomba, where the allegedly zombie Burr, and apparently also Rini, patrol, looking for fresh brains to consume. It involves landing at several locations on planet A1A and accessing on foot the terminals at these stations without becoming a tasty snack for the celebrity couple. There's a cheap and cheerful Regulation Cobra Mark III build that can be used during the time trial, so it's super easy to take part, and no one really minds if you take 6 minutes or 6 hours to complete the course. Returning with your brains intact is, however, a requirement. In other news, there's allegedly an amazing Asp Explorer ship build available, with space for as many luxury cabins as you can fit in a beluga liner. Lakon Spaceways is still advertising the build, but have so far failed to deliver any Asp Explorers that actually have this loadout. Engineers continue to display the "Here's what you could have won" bar on the left of the engineering screen, showing that sometimes the old method of engineering delivered faster results than the new regulated system. The Diaguandri system is in boom, at least partly as a result of having the closest encoded materials trader to the newly highly generous Jameson crash site in HIP 12099. And some people still don't get the joke about Hutton Orbital.